Hey everybody, welcome to this week's programming. We're just going to dive right into it. Monday, we're getting started on our cluster sets, our clean cluster sets, still building on what we've done in the past. And hopefully this time you understand what's going on a little bit better. I know there was a little bit of confusion before, but with our clean cluster sets, remember, we're going to have 5 different sets. Every 3 minutes, you're going to do 3 rounds of the clean complex, and you're going to rest 20 to 30 seconds in between. So at the start of the clock, I'll do 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to do 1 power clean, 1 hang squat clean, 1 jerk. Now I'm going to rest 20 seconds. I'm going to do that complex again. Rest 20 seconds, do that complex again, and now I rest the remaining time of that 3 minutes. And then I'm going to repeat that process at the 3-minute mark, the 6-minute mark, the 9-minute mark, and the 12-minute mark. So we're getting 15 total sets in of the complex all together within 15 minutes. We're not condensing down to an EMOM. We're getting a little bit better. So one, you're going to get a little bit of fatigue underneath for that 3rd set, hopefully. And then it's going to allow you or make you push and focus more on those 3rd reps, making those reps perfect, and then making sure that everything works together, especially working in this shouldered overhead. Some of you are still working on the split jerk or the jerk. And this allows you a little bit more technique work while you're not so fatigued. Say if we did a 15-minute EMOM and rushing to get weights and plates and all that kind of stuff. And this allows us to do 1 complete 3 sets within 3 minutes, add weight for the next set, add weight for the next 3 sets, add weight for the next 3 sets. Then after that, we got a partner AMRAP of DT. Now this is really important. It's a 10-minute AMRAP. 1 round of DT. Back in the day, a long time ago, I was able to do a round like in 30 to 33 seconds at 155. When you're doing partner DT like this, you want to be able to do almost the entire thing unbroken. If it takes you 2 minutes to do 1 set, you have gone way too heavy on this. This should be something that you should be able to pick up and play with weight-wise to get the conditioning or to get the response or the stimulus that we want. So if 155, 105, takes you 90 seconds or more to do just 1 round, drop the weight. Go down to 95 pounds. I'd rather see y'all do 15 touch and go deadlifts, right into 12 hang power cleans, right into 9 shouldered overheads for 1 set at 95 pounds and see you struggling at 155. This is meant to be speed and conditioning, not strength work when we're going. So we want this right here to be fast, quick, and efficient for you and your partner for both to get 5 rounds. That's the ultimate goal. That means you have to be less than 1 minute. You have to be faster than 1 minute to get that 1 round in. So scaling that down appropriately is what you need to be thinking about when we do the partner AMRAP DT. Then we got some accessory work of cyclist goblet squats along with some side oblique crunches, standing side oblique crunches. Tuesday, we're sticking with that theme, doing some conditioning prior to some strength work. We're going to do a run bike. We've got an AMRAP 15 minutes. You're going to run 200 meters, rest 30 seconds. 15, 12 cal bike, rest 30 seconds. We're going to up the calories on the bike for the competitors because we want that to be probably about 40 seconds to a minute of work, or we can decrease the reps or just biking for 40 to 45 seconds if you're a beginner. And then we got kind of a functional bodybuilding circuit. We're going to do 8 dumbbell single arm bench press with a banded hold. Follow that up with 16 alternating dumbbell or kettlebell gorilla rows. Nice, slow, and controlled for all of those. There should be a 1-second pause at the chest for each dumbbell. We're trying to hold these dumbbell rows for 1 second and just pausing at the chest for each one of these. And then you got a max effort set of push-ups or dips, especially if you can do like 10 plus dips in the rings or straight bar dips. That's what we're going to do there. And then following that up with, we're just going to rest for like 2 to 3 minutes, enough to get some stuff out of the way. We got a burpee conditioning piece. We're going to do 10 reps each minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Yes, that is 100 burpees that we're going to do total. If you're going to scale up on that, you need a little bit more than 10 reps. Try getting 15 reps each minute on the minute for 10 minutes. That's going to put you at 150. And if you know 10 is not going to be possible for you, all you're going to do is 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest of burpees. So even if you only get 4 reps in that 40 seconds, That's as much as you do. You rest for 20 seconds, repeat the process. Wednesday, I like this conditioning piece. I tested this one out a couple of weeks ago. Every 6 minutes on the minute for 24 minutes, you're going to start off with a 30, 24 cal row, into 15 box jumps with a step down, right into 30 alternating dumbbell power snatches, and right into 15 pull-ups. So really going to challenge you. Starting off the 30 cal row, that's going to get the whole body pulling, push, movement out of the legs, and get your heart rate up, get the arms a little fatigued. Then we'll go right into the box jumps. That's going to jack your heart rate up even more to try to stay in a nice steady pace. We're going to do a step down each time as we go for those, and then you're going to do the alternating dumbbell snatches. You're going to have to push the pace, push yourself to get those 30 reps in to give yourself enough time on the 15 pull-ups. I was fortunately able to do all of this stuff unbroken, and I was still like right around the 404 to 410 mark on all of my rounds. So if we need to scale those things down, I do have that written down for the EMOM. We'll scale that down to like a 24 18 cal row or 20 15 cal row, then to 10 box jumps, then 20 alternating dumbbell snatches, and then to 10 strict banded pull-ups. If we need, and for RX, you're going to do 35 20 pounds for dumbbells. For the competitors, you'll do a 50 35 pound dumbbell. Now after that, we got some accessory work, a standing lateral med ball slam going to each side, and then sitting down into a Russian twist. A little bit of core work right there. Thursday, we're going into some back squats, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. We're going to couple each set with that with a seated box jump. So basically, we're just going to pull the benches out from behind us, get some boxes set up, and we'll do 10 back squats and then do 3 seated box jumps. And then 8, 3 to 5, 6, 3 to 5, 4, 3 to 5, all the way down to 2, depending on how you feel this day here. And if you're a little sore from Monday, we'll see how these back squats are. I don't have any prescribed weights. I don't have any prescribed percentages. Anytime you see that, you kind of want to stay in that RPE, rate of perceived exertion. Now, 1 out of 10, 10 being the worst thing in your life, 1 being like, this is the easiest thing, what am I doing here? And you want to stay in that 7 to 8 range or 6 to 8 range for a lot of these reps today. Then after that, everybody's favorite. Yes, I know this is a little heavy on the legs, but it's also heavy on the upper body, at least it was for me. And then we're going to do some back squats, but we're going to follow that up with Karen, 150 wall balls for time at 20 and 14 pounds. For the back squats today, like I said, this is an RPE of 6 to 8, not a 9 or 10. We're not looking for failure on these. Each one of these sets, you should probably have those 2 reps still left in the tank, because we're not maxing out on this. Remember, not every day is a max out day. Some days you're just getting some moderate to heavy loads in time with some explosive training. This is going to get our CNS, our legs fired up, our heart rate up. This is going to get the blood flowing for Karen. And then after that, we've got some accessory work, back extensions, farmer's carries. Friday, we got another conditioning piece. So it says every 3 minutes on the minute for 12 minutes. So this is no rest at all. What you're going to do, you start off, you're going to do a 500, 400 meter ski erg, and then you're going to go right into max power snatches and 135, 95. Then at the 3, so you're going to start off 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to do 500 meter skis. Say I keep a 2-minute pace. As soon as I get done with 2 minutes, I have 1 minute of max power snatches. And once I get done with that 3 minutes, I'm right back on to the ski erg. 500 meters again, takes me 2 minutes. Then I'm right back into max power snatches. So I'm gonna get 5 sets every time. So what that means, what we're doing, 2,500 meters or 2,000 meters of ski ergs and doing max power snatches in between. Power snatches, if we can get those reps between that 30 and 50 range, that's going to be that perfect range that we want to see. 135, 95, when we scale up to 155, 105, we're going to scale down to like 50% or less, just really focusing on the technique. Once you get done with part A, you're going to rest for 4 minutes. So at the 16-minute mark, we're going to continue doing the same thing. You right here, every 3 minutes on the minute for 12 minutes, you're going to do a 400-meter run and then coming into max burpee pull-ups. We're going to scale up to max burpee ring muscle ups. We're going to scale down to burpee to bars, just reaching up and touching the bar. But starting off every 3 minutes running that 400 meters. If you know 400 meters is going to take you like 2.5 minutes, or you might not make it, scale down to 200 meters. That way, at least you come in and we get that 1-to-1 work to rest ratio, maybe that 2-to-1 work, well, not work to rest, but work to work ratio. So it takes you like 2 minutes to do the conditioning part, 1 minute to do the second part of the workout, the EMOMs. And after that, you got some shoulder work, still emphasizing that dumbbell external rotation for some shoulder health, but we're also going to add in some straight arm plate raises going up and down, along with some dumbbell chest flies, just to hit all the small muscles around the shoulder and all the supporting muscles through those shoulder overheads and everything else that we do. Saturday, we got a partner workout. Now this one written down is challenging, so for some of you this is going to be difficult to understand time-wise where you should be at, because this is a lot of different movements that are going to cause fatigues in different areas. And like I said, we're starting to ramp up the intensity a little bit to get ready for the open. It's like 100 days away. We're going to do an AMRAP of 5 minutes until you reach 150 to 120 calories on the rower between you and your partner. So you're going to start off doing 20 handstand push-ups, then you do 30 toes to bar, then you got 20 dumbbell hang squat clean thrusters. And the goal for this is speed, working efficiently with your partner. So if I have a partner, and I know I struggle on handstand push-ups, but I have somebody that I'm really good at toes to bar, maybe we just divide the reps up. My partner does more handstand push-ups maybe, then I do more toes to bar. And then dumbbell hang squat cleans, but speed and efficiency is where we want to be at. 20 handstand push-ups. If we can do those unbroken and quickly, that's going to be less than a minute. 30 toes to bar, it's probably going to be about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, and now we're looking at that 2.5 to 3 minute mark. 20 dumbbell hang squat clean thrusters. If you choose the right load, that 35, 20 pounds, or something light or something that we can move quick and efficiently, that's going to take you about another 90 seconds. So now we're looking at, or a minute. So now we're looking a little bit time, about a minute to a minute and a half on the rower. So if we're really good at rowing, down there we're pulling as hard as we can. That right there should put us around that 15 to 20 calories each round. And once we get done with that, we're trying to get that 150 to 200, 120. So we're going to keep working as much as we can, as fast as we can on those. But we can scale these things down to like 10 handstand push-ups, 20 toes to bar, 10 dumbbell hang squat cleans, and then max cal row in the remaining time. But the key, like I said, is just efficiency, communication with partners. If you find that the rep scheme that you got is putting you at a very difficult level to get some calories in, and then scale the reps down, scale the weight down to what you know that you can get done in like that 3.5 to 4 minute time frame. So that's this week's workouts. I know you've seen a lot more interval stuff. We're getting a lot more conditioning in. But I just want to emphasize once again that some of you, if your recovery is not as good as it should be, or if you haven't built the capacity in to do some high volume stuff under stress, then scale some of this stuff down. Talk to the coach. Email me. How should I approach this workout? What's a good alternative for me? Where should I be at in this workout? What should my times be? What should the weights be? We're all here to help you out. And we just want to make you better, make you fitter, and let's all encourage one another in the gym. We shouldn't be judging one another so much. You know, worrying about your own self and your own fitness over other people's, that's what's more important. We're all here just for a common goal, and that's to be happy and healthy. And sometimes some of us getting caught up in the leaderboard race, when a majority of us should just be focusing on just getting into the gym and just moving good and feeling good compared to other people's scores and times. But I appreciate all of you. I want all of you to know that that we're grateful to have you. We're thankful to have you. And like I said, if you ever need anything, I'm always here to help out. Shoot me an email, call me, and I'll see y'all's name.